All right, Capricorn, looking into the person that you are dealing with and or thinking about. The first three cards that we have here is the Three of Swords, the Death card, and the Seven of Wands. So we have air energy, Scorpio energy, and fire energy here. Right off the gate, I can tell that this person is very hurt. Their energy towards this connection is one of like hurt and one of kind of like feeling as if they need to guard themselves, they need to protect themselves, they need to, in a sense, like let go of the situation, but they're still holding on to the pain. They're still holding on to that hurt that they feel, because I do feel like you're not in communication with this person, or you're not, you know, with this person anymore. There's been some sort of change. There's been some sort of upheaval in a sense. And so this person is still very affected by this, whether or not they're showing it, right? Because they could be putting on that front of, I'm fine, Seven of Wands, I'm fine, you know, I can take care of myself. I'm doing what I need to do, you know, and making you seem like you're the problem, right? But this person is still harboring hurt and pain over the situation, which seems to be a theme this month for a lot of my zodiac signs. But they're in this state of like wanting to release the situation, but because they're in so much pain, I also feel like they're in this state of wanting to maybe transform and work on it at the same time. You know what I mean? So they're in a bit of like indecision because of all the pain that they feel. I feel like it's clouding their judgment, is clouding, honestly, their next step moving forward. Their energy right now is one of like, they need to just, you know, let go. And they're just in this state of like gray clouds over their head. They're feeling very hurt. This could have been a third party situation, but they're still hurt over it in general, all right? Your energy towards the situation and towards this person is the Hermit in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Wands. Virgo energy coming out first with the Hermit in reverse. So you're in this state of like understanding that your past is still kind of lingering in your energy, right? Still feeling a little bit of attachment to your past, still feeling a little, I don't want to use the word stuck because I don't like the word stuck, but that is the word that came to mind. So for some of you that might resonate, like this person is kind of like stuck to you still, right? And as much as you want to move forward into change, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Wands, maybe you're unable to. Maybe you're having problems moving forward. Although your focus and your energy is on it, your past is still kind of lingering on you for some reason. And it's probably because this person is thinking about you. This person is still hurt over you. This person is still, you know, tapping into your energy field because they know you so well. And that happens a lot when we create these soul ties. It takes time to fully release them, right? And to really end that karmic cycle and karmic patterns. But I do see that your energy is focused on change, moving forward, building yourself back up, focusing on yourself, ego energy, King of Wands. You know, I'm not going to say that there isn't still passion here, because I do still feel it, you know, underneath all of that, like that pain that this person is feeling and this change that you're moving forward towards. I still feel like there is love in your heart for each other. All right, the overall energy of this connection was very dramatic. I feel like this was a very dramatic situation, right? Where like things just didn't pan out the way that you wanted them to. Maybe you saw yourself going down the aisle with this person, or if you were married or in a long-term relationship, you know, you saw it being your end all be all, and it just didn't turn out that way. It was like a happily ever after gone wrong. And so it caused a lot of internal chaos and internal drama, and also external. Maybe you guys were fighting a lot in this connection, or maybe you're still fighting right now. You know what I mean? And it's just, the connection wasn't really peaceful. I don't feel like this connection was all that peaceful. Other people could have been involved here. For some of you that might resonate. But at this point, I do feel like you both are trying to focus on yourselves against all odds. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper into this. How does this person feel towards you? We have the Knight of Swords, air energy, earth energy coming through with the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card. All right. I feel like this person, as much as they believe that the relationship was rocky, that the relationship was up and down, they kind of feel like they want to run back towards you. They kind of feel like they still want to give into this. They feel like they want to communicate with you. They feel like maybe you guys didn't give it a fair enough chance with the Justice card, Libra energy coming through. Okay. They just feel like, you know, maybe we can try again. Maybe they want to reach out to you. This is somebody who definitely, like I said, is thinking about you, is thinking about the possibility of trying again with you, of communicating with you, of pouring into you. This is someone who feels like, you know, who does feel a very strong force to come back into your life with that Knight of Swords, even though it might have been a toxic situation. It might have been rocky. It might have been uneasy and disruptive, right? They're still in that state of like, I want to come back in. I want to see where it could possibly go. And I feel like it might be them like avoiding letting go. You know what I mean? Like when you break up with someone and they're like, oh, I have to get to know someone all over again and start all over. Why not just mend my heart and repair this relationship because it's already here. I already know this person. For some of you that might resonate, you know, but I do know and can see that this person has a strong desire to run back towards you, communicate with you, give to you, and, you know, give it another go, give it a fair chance, because maybe they didn't feel like you guys gave it a fair chance and you ended without trying everything to make it work. That can resonate for some of you, but also them just wanting to come back in and give you what they didn't give you in the first place. All right. How do you feel towards this person? We have the Six of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, the Empress, Libra energy coming out again, Nine of Cups, water, and then fire, Aries. What's other fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Yes. So you reminisce about this person, Capricorn. They're on your mind, right? You think about them. You think about the past, maybe through a rose-colored glass sometimes. But I feel like you have a lot of love. You have a lot of love. There's a space in your heart for this person, whether or not you want it there or not. It's there. You still have passion for this person. You still have a deep, nurturing love, like you want to look out for this person. You want to make sure they're okay, kind of like motherly or even fatherly sense of just wanting to make sure that this person is okay. There's still a lot of passion here, physically, emotionally. It's still there. There's love, but your guard is up. You don't feel safe. Underneath all of that, like reminiscing and, you know, motherly, fatherly love, deep, nurturing love that you have for this person, this physical attraction to this person that you have still, your guard is up. You don't feel safe. You know, even maybe you don't feel even safe expressing how you feel, or even like acting on your feelings that are there, but are maxed. That's such a weird word to say. By the Nine of Wands. You keeping your guard up. You persevering towards that change that you see moving forward. You not giving in. You protecting your heart, which I see a lot of that happening here. So although you feel strongly for this person still, which is okay, you're acknowledging it, I hope, because by acknowledging it, you're able to let it go. But you're also aware that, okay, you need to protect yourself, because if you don't, who will? All right. What does this person want? All right. We have the Ten of Wands, the Star card, and the Page of Pentacles. They want to communicate with you. They kind of want to get to know you again. You know what I mean? Like get to know you all over again. Understand you. Understand maybe where you were coming from. Talk to you. I feel like this person wants to seriously feel the weight of it. Like the weight of the issue with the Ten of Wands. They want to feel the weight of the issue. They want to feel the pain. They want to heal from it, and they want to come back and get to know you all over again. This person is in that limbo phase where they're feeling that hurt and they're trying to release it. And they're in that state of like not knowing whether or not this is more trouble than it's worth, because they feel such a strong force to come forward and give to this again, to try again. This person does want to feel it. They want to heal from it, the pain, and they want to move back towards you, getting to know you all over again, and contributing to the relationship again. What do you want? I feel like you really want some clarity. Okay, starting off with the Eight of Cups, right? The Eight of Cups. Water energy. We have fire energy coming out again. But it's like you want clarity. You want decisiveness. You want to walk away from this situation, right? Get your clarity and possibly choose a different path is what I'm seeing here. Some of you, you do want to have a conversation with this person. You do, because maybe it will give you some clarity and some closure. But at the end of the day, I do see you walking away. You want to walk away. You want to release this because you don't feel like it serves your highest good. And so you're looking out into the world, seeing, okay, what's my next move? Where's the next path that I can take that's going to give me clarity, that's going to move me forward? I feel like you might be in a little bit of limbo as well with, just your decision, because you still have, a likeness in your heart for this person. But at the end of the day, I do think that you want, regardless of wanting a conversation, wanting clarity, wanting closure, you might just decide to give that to yourself by walking away, by truly, wholeheartedly walking away, because that's essentially what you want. All right, future actions from, what are their future actions towards you? We have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. As long as this person isn't in a relationship with someone else, I do see them coming back in and kind of spilling their guts. Ace of Cups, spilling their guts. We have earth energy, water energy here, okay? Spilling their guts, telling you how they really feel. Coming and communicating with you. Pouring into this again. New romance energy. Trying to put down roots with you. Trying to lift you up and hold you down at the same time is what I'm hearing. This person is still in a lot of pain, but they still, they still feel this desire to come back, to work it out, to be with you, to contribute. They haven't let this go. They really haven't. Your future actions towards this person, I see closure. I see closure. I honestly, there is a strong possibility that it is not over between the two of you. That you two are going to open this up again. That you two might start up again. Or try to start up again. Have a conversation and see where it can lead. Okay? I don't think that this situation is necessarily over. Possibly because the lesson wasn't completely learned. The karmic cycle isn't done. There are just so many cosmic factors here, especially with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, that need to be put to rest so that this connection can either ascend to the next level through healing or, completely be released. Right? What's stopping this connection from moving forward? I feel like there's a huge lack of communication. There might be an emotional immaturity within either you or this person. And that's really causing this from moving forward, is that lack of emotional maturity, the lack of being able to love unconditionally, being able to communicate effectively, being able to be authentically yourselves and meet on common ground. You know what I mean? And be one with each other. I feel like there is this lack of us against the world, and it feels more like you against each other. And I don't like that energy, because that's what's stopping it. It's, and also for some of you, this might have been a very one-dimensional connection. Maybe you were trying to grow and this other person wasn't on your same level, or vice versa. but there was something that was lacking in allowing the connection to transcend and allowing you guys to come closer together. It could have been an age gap, an emotional immaturity gap, financial, but I'm not really seeing financial. I'm seeing more so in that loving, unconditional communication, unconditional bond. You know what I mean? Spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, that bond was missing, and communication was, I feel like, was a big thing in this situation. Most likely outcome is I don't see this ending. I see someone still being very stuck on this. And it might be you, it might be the other person. Take whatever resonates, but I don't see this being over with. Because the 8 of Swords and the Fool card is like being stuck here and then starting over again. Which is fine if that's what you want. If you're open to it and you're open to working on the issues, that's fine. But I don't really see this being completely done and over with at all by any means. I don't, especially because this person really does want to come back, really does want to communicate with you, and they want to they want to do it in a very fast way. Like they're feeling this urge to do it very quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do come forward sooner than later. All right. Will you two be together again? I feel like there's going to be a waiting period romantically. This is the thing. I feel like there's going to be a lot of waiting around. Like even if you were to get together, like I feel like somebody's guard's going to be up. Someone's not going to trust as easily. I feel like there's going to be a waiting period with the Hanged Man. And I don't know. I'm just getting this vibe. We have Pisces energy coming out twice here, air and fire. Will you be together again romantically? I feel like there's going to be there's going to be a waiting period between you guys getting back together, right? Between you guys communicating for the first time again and then actually being together romantically. I feel like there's going to be a waiting period between those two events. So I don't see you guys getting back together right away romantically. I do see communication though. That I will say. I do see communication, but romantic togetherness, romantic love with this person, I don't see it happening until after a waiting period because one, I see trust issues. I see somebody not being forward about how they feel. And I feel like also you both might be waiting on each other to come forward. And that might be what's like stopping the connection from moving forward. Is like another reason is the fact that you're both kind of just waiting on each other to make that move and to declare their feelings, and they're waiting for you to declare your feelings, and it's just a whole waiting game. What was the problem between you and this person? So there was this lack of balance, right? With the Temperance in reverse. This relationship, I feel like, was very one-sided. It was very one-sided. And it might have been one-dimensional with the Devil in reverse. Might have been a very one-dimensional relationship. Like you just didn't feel like you could grow there anymore. Or they didn't feel like they could grow. Take it how it resonates. But it was very one-dimensional. You couldn't grow. You couldn't scale the relationship. And one person was pouring the majority of their time and energy and love into it, while the other person wasn't doing as much of the work. It was very one-sided. This was like a one-sided situation. All right, let's look into new love really quick. Is new love coming in for you? Oh my God, I do see new love coming in with the Magician and the Queen of Cups. Could be a fixed sign or a water sign. We also have the Chariot here that's Cancer energy. Water is coming through big. Also a fixed sign, air possibly. I feel like this is somebody who is going to be very emotionally mature, very emotionally open. I do see love manifesting for you. And I also feel like this might be somebody who you meet online or is keeping tabs on you. Like if you work at a place that's, open to the public, you might see this person, occasionally. They might keep tabs on you and reach out to you that way. but I feel like this is somebody who may have been watching you for a while from a distance. But I do see new love coming in. Absolutely. All right. The rest of this reading is going to be for those that are in no contact. All right. If you're in a no contact situation, why is this person not communicating with you? I feel like this person doesn't want to communicate. We have the 5 of Swords, the 10 of the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords in reverse, and then the 3 of Wands. I feel like this person is waiting. Like they want to come forward, but they're waiting. I also feel like this person kind of like doesn't want to fight, and they might want to talk to you, but they're afraid to fight. Like they don't want to fight. They don't want to argue. So that's why they're kind of holding back, and why they're not communicating. They want to, but they're kind of like waiting, and they might be waiting on you because they don't want to fight, because they feel like if they come forward, it's going to be an argument or a fight or whatever. And so they don't really want that. But I do feel like this person, just with these 2 cards alone, they do want to come forward. They do want to talk to you. These 2 cards here, they do want to talk to you. Why are you not communicating with them? You're holding back. You feel like this person is just going to cause you a lot of restlessness, a lot of anxiety. Like if you were to reach out, I feel like you're also just like focused on yourself, building yourself back up. And you might also be waiting for them. For some of you, you know, you're like, hey, if they want to talk to me, they'll come forward and they'll prove themselves and they'll show through their commitment and their actions. So for some of you, you're waiting on them. And for another half of you, it's like you're just moving forward. You're focused on yourself and moving along in that arena. All right. Will this person reach out to you? Yeah, I see a reconciliation. Like I said, they already want to. With the Page of Pentacles coming out again and the 6 of Cups, earth energy, water energy, I do see them reaching out to you. Will you reach out to them? I see you keeping tabs on this person. I see you entertaining the idea of talking to this person. Not gonna lie. I see you entertaining the idea. You might reminisce about it. You might daydream about having a conversation with this person. But I see you kind of more so keeping tabs on them. If you did reach out, it might just be through like text message. I don't see you like calling them. All right. What will be the outcome if you two were to reconcile? See, this is the thing. I feel like you both might feel at home because it's so familiar. The relationship is so familiar. So in the beginning, I feel like you two might feel very much at home. And then I feel like there might be a stalemate. Like it might start and then stop again in a way. Maybe because somebody's in a relationship with someone else. You might be in a relationship with someone else. But I feel like it's so interesting because I feel like it might start off as like, oh my God, so overwhelming. The attraction is still there. Like it will be like picking up like it was yesterday, like nothing had ever changed.